I'm back. It's your boy, the Friendly Paisan, and we are here with another weekly sports recap. Let's just dive right into it. So much happened between the UFC, baseball, football, NHL, everything. There's so much that happened, so let's just dive right in. Make sure you guys are liking, subscribing, and make sure to also check out my other channel, Friendly Paisan, for all things gaming. And remember to head over to Twitch and follow me when I go live every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday to debate sports or to just hang out and chat shit about games. Oh, and by the way, guys, from now on, for our weekly recaps, we will end it with our Bozos of the week. And that could be anyone from an athlete to a commentator to somebody in the stands to somebody in my comments. So it could be anybody. We'll round it up with Bozos of the week. I'll do that at the end of each video, so make sure you guys stick around for that because I got a couple good ones for this week. All right, guys, so I think we're just going to get right into the bulk of it here. We got UFC 280. We had Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. Everybody's been waiting for this fight a long time. If you guys watched my video previously, basically all of my picks were wrong. Makhachev won, Sterling won, Sean O'Malley won, Bilal Muhammad won. Yeah, I mean, it was just, I didn't see all of this coming. Listen, here's my roundup. I'll go fight by fight really quick. Charles Oliveira versus Islam Makhachev. Islam, it was an absolutely dominating performance. You did so well. By round 2 submission. I think he landed a mean overhand right and then submitted him in round number 2. It was a great fight to watch. Charles, you were a great champion, man, but it is the Makhachev era. Shout out Khabib. I don't think he's ever lost as a head coach in the UFC. But hats off to you, man. Great fight. Okay, and then obviously number 2, we got Aljamain Sterling versus TJ Dillashaw. Obviously, I was riding Team Dillashaw. I know he's a cheater, blah, 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 but Aljo's a paper champ. He won by disqualification, but we can't call him that anymore. I mean, he beat TJ Dillashaw fair and square round 2 KO, even though TJ, not to make excuses for him, had to keep popping his shoulder in through each round, but hey, listen, still lost. Hats off to Aljamain. You fought well. Now I can't talk shit about you anymore. And then as far as interesting fights go, I think we'll end it with, on the main card at least, Peter Yan and Sean O'Malley. There was a lot of hot takes going back and forth between who won the fight. It was a split decision in O'Malley's favor. O'Malley, I believe, outstruck Peter Yan, but Peter Yan had more ground control, so I think it was just one of those things where, in the end, was it better off just being a draw and a rematch and a 5-round fight? Probably. I didn't really like the fact that this was a 3-round fight anyway, especially the fact that whoever won this fight was going to go and face the champion, so it should be a 5-round fight anyway, but hats off to O'Malley, man. I personally still think he lost. I don't think he won the fight. I think Yan won. But I mean, I guess I'm just going to have to go back, rewatch it and see. But if you do judge it based off of how the rules are scored now, I mean, I can't really say that Sean O'Malley did win. He had the forward pressure. He had the significant strikes landed. But yeah, I mean, I would have rather just see that go to a draw and have a rematch in a full 5-round fight personally, but we can't all have what we want. All right, guys, I mean, besides UFC 280, that was pretty much it for fight news. Now we're going to move on into baseball, and the only thing we are going to discuss, because I will not discuss any Philadelphia team on this channel ever, we will talk about the Yankees and the absolute embarrassment that they are in getting swept 4-0 by the Houston Cheatros. And I call them the Cheatros because all they do is fucking cheat, but they did not cheat this time. They won fair and fucking square. And who am I blaming? Management. I'm blaming management. I'm blaming Aaron Boone. I'm blaming Cashman. I'm blaming the hitting coaches. We just weren't prepared for this series whatsoever. I mean, I think we had 50 strikeouts in 4 games, 41 strikeouts after the first 3 games. I think a crazy stat, I mean, put it here somewhere, where I think the team or Giancarlo Stanton, who was our most consistent hitter throughout the entire playoffs, I think he went 3 for 30 or something like that in this series. Just an absolute embarrassment. Boone's pitching choices, lineup choices, everything he did throughout this series was a disgrace, and he's got to go. Every single one in Yankees management has been there since 1980s or before. It is time to clean house. It is time to get rid of everyone and start from square one. I'm sick of the management. I'm sick of Aaron Boone, and I'm tired of getting embarrassed in the postseason. It's a shit time to be a Yankees fan because throughout the season, they have your hopes way up here, all the way up here, and then when it comes time for playoffs, we just shit the fucking bed. Every single time. So yes, I'm tired of it, and I'm fucking sick of it, and it's time to clear house. The Steinbrenner family, get your fucking shit together. And lastly, make sure we sign Aaron Judge. Give him what he wants. We have the money. Just give it to him. Let's not see him walk away after a career year because you don't want to pay him. We have the money. I understand the flip side. He's 30. I was one of those people. I'm like, do we really want to pay him? Yeah, we want to pay him. You want to know why? Because we have the money. We're the Yankees, and we fucking can. So this is what's also being said just by some of the fellas. I think I brought this up already. They need a better hitting coach. 100%. We struck out way too many times. I don't care who the pitcher is. Verlander, your sister's ass slander. It doesn't matter. We need to hit the baseball. Does not fucking matter. The hitting coach should be launched into the sun, and the entire front office needs to be dusted off. Yes, this is something else that I said. Yeah, so I mean, pretty much what I emphasize needs to be done. The Yankees need to stop pretending like this is the early 90s when we had all the success in the early 2000s, and we need to move on, and we need to get better management. It starts from the top down. All right, guys, and we'll get into some football for this week. I mean, not really anything crazy going on. I mean, we'll start with the Giants. They beat the Jacksonville Jaguars. I mean, nothing too impressive. They moved to 6-1, and now I'm not a New York Giants hater. I root for them, especially, you know, when the Jets are out, or, you know, I want to see New York teams do well. But I still don't, I think this false hope you guys still have in Daniel Jones is psychotic. I don't think he's the guy to bring you to the promised land. And I think it's a sin that you guys think that. But your defense is fantastic. You guys do need better wide receivers. There were a couple passes where I do have to give Daniel Jones some credit. Receivers should have been hanging on to the ball. Maybe get you guys a top tier wide receiver, and then maybe something can happen. But they're off to the best start they've had in 2008, so I'm not going to hate too much. Congrats to the Giants moving to 6-1. And then we'll see what they have planned for next week. Now, my New York Jets. My New York Jets, man, we got the win, but at what cost? At what cost? We barely win. The MILF Slayer played so mid. I think he only had like 116 yards, no touchdowns. We won, but at what cost? We lose Breece Hall. He goes down with a season-ending ACL injury, something you hate to see, especially when it's been working. He's been working so well for our offense. I don't know where the season goes with this. I don't know what's going to happen, but I know that's a huge loss for our offense, and we're going to need to find a way to string together some wins. But I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. We're in big trouble. The offense is in big trouble. That's all I have to say. But you know what's not in big trouble? Our defense. Sauce Gardner is becoming a star before our very eyes. He is an absolutely elite player and so necessary for this Jets defense. And that will be the reason why we continue to win games, because of our defense. Because without Breece Hall, man, I don't know. I don't see us blowing out teams by any means. But let's go Jets. Rest up, man. Rest up, Breece, and hope to have you back by next year. What a sin. What a sin. The Bucks. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say about the Bucks, man? They're terrible. They just got blown out by the Panthers, and the Panthers just got rid of their best player. I have it in my notes. Bucks, still mid. What more do you want me to say? This team on paper looks amazing. Tom Brady, Mike Evans, there's a good offense there. I don't know. It's got to be the curse of Giselle. I said it last week. It has to be. I don't know what else to say about this team. I can't defend them anymore when they get blown out by a team that just got rid of their best offensive weapon. I can't say that. It's not gonna happen. Good luck to the Bucks. I'm gonna root for all the teams in Tampa Bay. Good luck to the Bucks, man. I hope you guys can figure out a way to turn it around. But taking back-to-back losses to the Steelers and then the Panthers, that's just flat out fucking embarrassing. I don't know what else to say. And speaking of the Carolina Panthers trading their best player, the Carolina Panthers traded away Christian McCaffrey to the San Francisco 49ers for a bunch of draft picks. And I think the 49ers just didn't know how to utilize him because he got the ball a bunch. Maybe it was the offensive line. But I think he only recorded 59 yards, no touchdowns. So it was a bust of a debut for him, but he's Christian McCaffrey. He's the best running back, or one of the best running backs in the league. So I think CMC will figure it out, as will the 49ers. But the 49ers have a decent team. You know, they just added a huge offensive weapon. They're obviously looking to make a playoff push. They want to be competitive. It was a great pickup for them. But we'll see if they can get it together, man. Obviously, when you put somebody in the lineup that's as big a threat as Christian McCaffrey, you got to figure out how to use him. And eventually, they will figure out how to use him. If the Panthers can figure it out, the 49ers can figure it out. All right, guys, that's it with football. Let's get into some basketball. Now, this is where this is really going to pain me because, unfortunately, I'm a Lakers fan. And the funeral home team that I like to call them, the old age home team, is absolutely horrendous, standing at a solid 0-3 with LeBron James on the team. Here's where I'm stuck, because I'm not a LeBron fan and I never have been, but I feel like that's separate. That's for another video. But we're ass, dude. like Russ, what the fuck, man? Russell Westbrook, for the last 3 games, he's shooting 1 for 12 from the 3-point line. 1 for 12, pulls up at the end of the game against the Portland Trailblazers when we have who's the ball? The ball should be in LeBron's hands. The ball should be in Anthony Davis's hands. Russell Westbrook should not be pulling up from mid-range twos to try and win a fucking game. His attitude is shit. He doesn't want to fucking be there. He puts up like 6 points a game. You're useless. Oh my God. Jesus. I don't even know what more to say. And I can't put all the blame on Russ because you know what? The whole team can't fucking shoot from the 3-point line. Austin Reeves can't shoot from the 3-point line. Anthony Davis completely bricked, and Nurkic didn't even look at him. Nurkic didn't even, he saw the ball go in the corner and he just fucking bricked it. Now listen. Oh, can you do that? Oh, can you do this? Can you do it? No, I can't. I sit here and I make videos, and if I could, I'd be in the fucking NBA. But I have every right to sit here and say that these dudes that get paid millions of fucking dollars to do this are shit in the fucking bed. They're doing it. They're shit in the bed. They're terrible. The Lakers are awful. Rob Pelinka, I don't know if it's Le GM. That's my name for LeBron, because he wanted Anthony Davis. He wanted Russ. He wanted all of these older players because LeBron cannot stand playing with young players and moving them. Oh, we're getting into a LeBron hate rampage. But anyway, you built this team. This team is ass. They're terrible. They're not good. We need to blow it up. Blow up the team. Start from square one. Get rid of everybody. We're going to be bad. It's fine. Whatever. We just need to rebuild with young talent. The young talent that we drafted years ago. Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, that are all moving on to other teams and playing well. And we had them, and we got rid of them, and now look what's happening. We're with an old-age home team. We're 0-3. We're losing to teams that we shouldn't be losing to, and it's going to continue for the rest of the season, and everybody's just going to finger point. Everybody's going to finger point all around. And it sucks to sit here and watch that. It fucking sucks, man. It fucking absolutely blows, and I hate it. That's why I'm rooting for the Knicks this year. Let's go Knicks. Can't say I'm a bandwagon fan by rooting for the Knicks, but at least they have some young talent in there, fun to watch. RJ Barrett, Obi Toppin, you know what I'm saying? Those guys are fun to watch. I mean, the Lakers just aren't fun to watch because all they do is bitch and moan at each other. And Anthony Davis is a clown because he sat out for 2 years basically over a vaginal injury. That's right. I'm going to say, oh, you pulled this, you're back this, you're back that. You barely played. You got us a bubble championship. You two got us a bubble championship. That's it. You want your respect? Play a full season. You want your respect? Go back to the playoffs and stop being embarrassed. You want your respect? Stop shooting 18% from 3 as a team. And La La Land, you're all in La La Land because we got to figure it out. It's a disgrace. And last but not least, for basketball, I mean, I'm not really going to get into it that much because nothing crazy really happened, but Ben Simmons, as per the usual, is absolute ass, and he's terrible at basketball, and I don't want to hear otherwise. Yeah, I mean, that's probably a hot take for no one. He sits out a year for no fucking reason just because he doesn't want to play on the 76ers, demands a trade to the Nets, barely plays for the Nets, and when he does play, he puts up like 6 points, 5 rebounds. It's a joke. I mean, I cannot say enough bad things about Ben Simmons. The guy should be in the Australian League. I can't take it with him anymore, man, and I feel bad for KD because he's got to deal with Kyrie and Ben Simmons. Poor KD, man. I really feel bad for him because he's out there trying to put it together for Brooklyn, and he's just surrounded by drama and bullshit. So KD, man, I feel for you, homie. I'm sorry. Go join LeBron over at the Lakers, bro. We'd love to have you. We'll give them Anthony Davis. We'll give them Russ. We'll just come over to the Lakers, man. Come play with LeBron. We would love that. All right, guys. And last but not least, we will do some NHL updates. Not really anything crazy, but the fellas in blue, the Tampa Bay Lightning, my favorite team. We came back, man. We strung a couple of wins together, beat a couple of really good teams. I'm not gonna say we're back necessarily, but what I'm gonna say is that the team is showing fight, man, and it's tough to be a team that for the last 7 to 10 years has constantly gone to some sort of playoff, Eastern Conference final, or Stanley Cup final. Man, there's just a lot of injuries. Guys are tired. Not as much time off as everybody else. So I'll always support my Tampa Bay Lightning. The Rangers, for some reason, this past week have been shit in the bed. They just took a 5-1 absolute shit stomping at home to the Columbus Blue Jackets. That was absolutely embarrassing. Halak played terrible. The defense in front of him wasn't doing anything good. Barely any puck possession in the offensive zone, which was really weird. The only goal they scored was off a giveaway to Artemi Panarin. I don't even know what he was thinking when he passed that puck through the high slot. That was crazy. Obviously, that one was going in. But yeah, man, I mean, other than that, I don't really have any big NHL updates. It's the dawn of the season, the start of the season. You can't really make too many complaints. Everybody's going to be adjusting, but we'll have more towards the midway of the season, gearing up for playoffs. And lastly, for NHL news, the reverse retro jerseys came out, and Barstool Sports created some type of review of the best jerseys that came out, and their review was absolutely horrendous. Their top 5 were some of the worst created retro jerseys that Adidas made. And I'm not even saying this to be biased. I'm a Tampa Bay fan. The coolest one was ours by a fucking mile, and it's not even close. The redesign on the 1997 Waves jersey was outstanding the way they did it. The color combinations, the gray, the yellow and black bolts on the side, the waves on the bottom. It's the coolest one by far. Colorado's was pretty cool too. The Devils one was okay. That was abysmal. I even tweeted at them. I was like, whoever wrote this needs to be fired, because the worst top 5 ever. But the Mighty Ducks one was really fucking cool, though. I will say that. That's probably like one of the only ones they got right, to be honest with you. But yeah, no, reverse retro jerseys are being released probably next week, I think. And I'll be getting one for sure, without a doubt. All right, guys, and we are going to wrap it up with our Bozo of the Week. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you so much. Remember to like and subscribe. Check out my other channels. My Bozos of the Week. Bozo of the Week number 1, Russell Westbrook. Stop bitching. Stop complaining. Stop pulling up from mid-range. Move the ball or leave the damn Lakers. If you don't want to be in the player huddle, if you feel like there's some type of tension, either come out and say it or demand a trade. We're tired of the shit. Let's move on as a team, or we're going to move on without you, one or the other. Our second Bozo of the Week, and he will be a constant Bozo of the Week, is Ben Simmons. This will be a regular appearance for this guy. I really don't like him. He's probably my least favorite player in the NBA, even behind Pat Bev. Even when Pat Bev isn't on the Lakers, I still like Pat Bev more than I like Ben Simmons. He's an absolute brick. He can't shoot. He can't seem to find a team with his prima donna attitude where he can fit into a system because he thinks he needs to be the guy. But yeah, he'll be a constant Bozo of the Week. Ben Simmons, man, I don't know what you got to do, but is it the curse of Kendall Jenner? I don't know if that's still going on, but I don't know, man. Figure out a way to get it together. And my last Bozo of the Week, or Bozos plural, is Aaron Boone and the entire Yankees management. Like I said earlier in the video, there have been people that have been a part of the Yankees organization since the 80s, and they still treat the league that way. It's time to let them go. It's time to move on. And Aaron Boone managed this team horrifically in the postseason. He had so many fireable offenses with so many different decisions that he made. It's time for them all to go. You're all bozos. Congratulations. The entire Yankees management has managed to make it on my Bozo of the Week. All right, guys, and that'll wrap it up for me. That is our sports weekly recap for the week of 10/24/2022. If you guys like this type of content, please let me know down in the description below. I know I post a lot of shorts, but I always post the shorts of my most controversial moments, not necessarily my whole clip, and people start to obviously take clips out of context and whatever. But make sure you guys, if you guys are coming over from shorts, make sure you guys watch my videos in full. Leave comments down below on what you guys think. Also, if I missed anything big, please let me know in the comments as well, and I'll be sure to cover it next time. Make sure you guys follow me on Twitter as well. It's where you guys can get in contact with me easier, and make sure you also check out my Twitch. If you want to debate any of this stuff I said in my videos, I always welcome healthy, positive debate and not stupidity. So if you guys want to tune in to my Twitch and talk about anything that we've talked about in these past videos, I'm always more than down. But like I said, guys, thank you so much for watching, liking, subscribing, and doing what you guys do. And I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.